Hi guys, welcome to another review. I've got something a little bit different for you today. Today I'm looking at a little piece of tech. So this is the Zoom Q2n-4k and it's basically a handy little camera especially made for musicians. Now there are so many specs and so many amazing things that this camera can do, but I'm going to stick with the basics just for this brief video because if you're anything like me, once it gets into, tech jargon and abbreviated words and all of the numbers and all of the things it can do, which is amazing, but you haven't got a clue what that means, you switch off and stuff just goes over your head. So I'm going to show you in this video the basic but amazing things that it can do that you can start using straight away without having to really learn or do too much. Okay, let's get started.
Brill. So I've taken the lens cap off and the green light is on because I have turned it on. And flipping it over, there's quite a lot of controls, there's quite a lot of buttons. This might look pretty daunting, but I promise you it's not. I promise you it's pretty easy. And as promised, I'm going to whip through it as quickly as possible. So top left here, it says video. So there's basically, I think, 7 video modes. 4K is the highest resolution. There's also 4K cinema and several others that just get lower quality, and also camera off, so you can use it as a microphone if you want to. But notice as I'm pressing it across the top, the time changes. So that basically means the higher the resolution that you set, basically the more space it takes up on your SD card that's plugged into the bottom. So the less it's going to be able to record because it's taking up more memory and more space. So just bear that in mind when you're recording and you're taking it out for the day. You might want more than one SD card. Next, FOV, that stands for field of vision. So that's basically, as I'm pressing it, you see it's getting closer and further away. So you can have it wide angled or you can have it close up. Next, scene. So this is basically how it processes the light. So it's on auto at the moment, which I like to quite leave it on. Outdoors, if you're outside, maybe it's bright. It's kind of changing it almost as if there's a filter on there, but it's just going to make the image quality better again and just clearer depending on what setting you're in. So maybe low lighting, maybe it's really bright, maybe there's low lighting with spotlights. This is just going to really help with that. Brill. Next, low cut. So as far as I understand, this is sort of how it filters out like background noise. So I quite like to keep it on high. You've got 160 off, 80 and 120. So maybe you're recording somewhere, there's kids playing and running around. Maybe people are just chatting. Maybe people are eating their dinner while you're playing them some music. Whatever the case may be, this helps to sort of filter out that background music or noise and just focus on what you're doing yourself. Audio, pretty self-explanatory. There's 3 types along here, and that's basically the audio quality, which is changing the time across the top as well, because the higher the quality, the more space it takes up. Brill. So auto gain. So this is a little bit like scene, but for audio. So it's how it sort of hears the sound and filters it to the best quality possible. So here you go, you can see the settings as I'm scrolling across, and you can also see the bar across the middle adapting to my voice as I'm speaking. So if you press off, you can set it yourself with this little wheel on the side here, if you know what you're doing. And if I turn it up, you can see the bar is getting further along. And yeah, that's something you can have a little play with. But otherwise, just pop it on what you would normally be doing. Maybe concert, maybe solo. Okay, fab. So that's all of those. That wasn't too painful. Next is these 3 buttons, probably the easiest of the bunch. Long press this one, turns it off and on. If you press it once, it's going to take it back and show you what you've just recorded. And if you can sort of hear that, it gives you audio for that as well, audio and picture, which is really useful to just check back on. Maybe you can do a little test before you start your set, your show, whatever you're doing, and just make sure that all of the settings on there are perfect for you. Obviously, big red button is how you record. So you press that to record and you press it again to stop. The X is a back button. So if you're in any settings and you want to come back, or if you're in the gallery and you want to come back, that's sort of how you do that. Otherwise, if you're on this screen, you press it once, that takes you to your settings. Now that is a story for another day. There's a whole lot more to talk through here, but basically nothing that is really essential right now, apart from one handy little thing. You can actually have this as a webcam by plugging it into the get a little HDMI cable and put it on top of your computer. You can use it as a webcam, which I think I might do that actually. So there's a couple more buttons on the side: volume up, volume down. You can plug your headphones in to listen back if you're somewhere noisy. Listen through your headphones. There's an external there. As you've seen on this side, we've got the little wheel here. Input to charge it, the HDMI, and then on the bottom there's a little screw so that you can screw it onto your tripod stand, whatever you've got, your little camera stand. Flipping this open, nice and easy. There's your batteries here, and your that's where your SD card just pushes in. And that's pretty much it. It's just a really great little camera, really portable and lightweight, but with really high quality audio and picture, and just perfect for gigging musicians who want to record their work, but have a good quality as well. So thanks so much for watching the review. Please let me know what you think. And soon I will be recording some stuff with this and I can show you that too. Excellent. Have a great day, guys. Goodbye.